So what's up?
Well, my midterm final is due tomorrow, so I mean, we gotta kind of, just blast through this so I can work on my group project essay presentation.
I have to finish the paper in 3 minutes. It's an in-person exam,
And I only can write it on a Motorola Razr.
And
fuck. I also have to put together my PowerPoint that just has 3 stock images that aren't related to what I'm talking about.
Yeah, for when I not only am I that assignments for like my grad classes, but when I go to teach tomorrow in my class that doesn't exist or have a subject, I have to show images of like a phone and like a ground exploding for 3 minutes.
Small boy with ice cream
for 3 minutes before the bell rings. So
right. I was just gonna say, are your classes approximately 3 to 5 minutes long?
Yes, and all we talk about is how everyone has things due, but we never actually do anything in the class.
Yeah.
I go to Quibi Community College.
just throwing up on the PowerPoint slide, just like that one JPEG of the phone attached to someone's face, like one of the alien face huggers.
Sure.
We don't use
and that's just the lecture.
Quibbies. We're kind of against Quibbies because this is an anti-technology class. So all we have are kind of flip books where I go individually to each student and I rifle through them, and then they see a funny cartoon man get hit in the face with a pie.
That sounds funny.
Yeah, that's what I teach.
Classics.
That's
Yeah. I teach online millennials that the textbook they have doesn't actually have a touch screen on it, and you have to move the page physically.
That's pretty good.
Not many know this.
It's a pass-fail type deal.
Yeah.
I feel like that's really, really useful in our current society.
Most kids these days know more about how to fetch Pokemon creatures than to like fetch a pail of water.
I like where you went. I thought you were gonna go for something like most kids these days know how to catch Pokemon creatures, but don't have the respect of their teachers.
Ooh, that was way better.
That one's good.
That's way better.
I thought that.
Yeah,
was
mute my mic for that last 30 seconds.
Okay, we'll cut it out.
They know how to Pokemon go to the polls, but they don't know how to Pokemon stop.
Get eaten by trolls.
There we go.
It's spooky. It's Shocktober.
Really, like, I'm trying to make a joke, but really all that's coming to mind is from Blair. You remember were you on for the Wish Upon episode?
I was. I also saw that movie by myself in theaters.
Remember how in that movie someone is playing like Pokemon Go, but it's horror movie creatures instead of Pokemon?
Yes. Oh my god, I forgot about that.
And it leads to their eventual falling out of an elevator or something.
Oh yeah.
I don't really
just
remember
falls
that movie
to
too
their
well.
death, basically.
Yeah.
I think we should all age approximately 20 to 30 to 40 years and start a Facebook group.
Okay.
Post memes there.
This is the start of Unfriended 3.
Boomer Unfriended.
Oh god. Just the trailer's got a really menacing close up with a sound sting on. I'm really thinking about those beans.
I think Unfriended 3 should be QAnon themed.
You can already see, in every movie trailer, it's like, and then it like flashes an image, and then like, and it like speeds up. Each one of those is going to be a like guy in his car with sunglasses on, like until they're just like flashing in front of you nonstop.
Yeah. Oh, well, we should probably get started on this episode if we've got these midterm finals papers due.
Yeah.
We're running out of time here.
Yeah, speaking of secret online cults that are sort of nebulously described.
Is this podcast?
Yeah.
Direct this broadcast to bring urgent breaking news. In the chaos of a local prison riot, Schlocktober has escaped again. We repeat, Schlocktober is once more among us. Remain calm but vigilant. The violence of the past 3 years cannot be understated. If you must, neck in the car, use a buddy system. If you must, oh my god, it's in the studio.
Welcome to Fear Baiting, everyone. It's your number one Phones Are Bad podcast. I'm Sara, and I'm joined this week by regular Schlocktober host Blair and the Brotherhood Without Manners returning once again. We've got Brooks and Eddie.
Yes.
Hey.
We love it. When I picked the film, I said, this will be good.
Yeah.
You were right.
Yeah.
Hold on, I think I have the exact quote from what you said.
Okay.
When you picked chain letter. Hold
Yeah.
on.
Get the receipts.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Knowing nothing, knowing nothing about it at all, chain letter seems like the most up our alley. And now, that was back in July.
Mm-hmm.
So fast forward 3 months. How do you feel about that statement now? Is this movie up your alley?
Well, I'll definitely say there were aspects of it that theoretically could appeal to me, such as hanging out with your friends in an indoor space and playing Wii. I enjoyed that element of it.
Yeah, that was good. Playing Wii boxing with your friends.
I'll say I'll put it like this. Lots of people had to work to put out this effort. And I'll say some spots could be improved. So
some improvement, some touches up.
Room for improvement.
Also on the list of movies I sent you was The Prodigy and The Boy. And I'm glad you picked this one, but those other we could have had a lot of Salim content if we'd covered either of those movies because they're both about scary young boys.
Mm-hmm. Well, Salim is a nice boy, so
Salim is nice, of course.
Kind of the
a nice change of pace.
Yeah, exactly.
But to the evildoers, they might think him evil.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's no saving them, so.
Yeah. So we watched Chain Letter this week, and it's a movie about being on your phone, but I feel like a chain letter is like a very distinct... Like, I could be wrong about this, but I feel like whenever I received chain letters, it was like maybe I saw a very small handful in the actual factual mail, but it was mostly email and then occasionally YouTube comments. I never received a chain letter through texting.
No, you're wrong, because in 2010, when the movie came out, after The Social Network came out and everybody had moved over to Facebook, the way it worked in 2010 was you would be on MySpace and you would be talking to a hot boy who is also just like a barcode is his picture. And then you would say, that's fun. Now I'm going to go to World of Warcraft and I'm going to open up their messaging server and it's going to play the AIM Instant Messenger sound. And you're going to be on MySpace also, and then you're going to get a text on your phone that says hello, it's Chain.
You're gonna get a text that says hello, it's Chain, but also it's a blown up deep fried JPEG that for some reason.
This movie is really ahead of its time because it's got cloud saves and everything is Internet of Things together.
Yes.
So World of Warcraft ties into if you get killed in World of Warcraft, that's when the trigger hits to send you the chain text message that says you will die in 7 days or what the fuck.
Yeah,
ever.
this guy didn't log into the mod website and download the thing that says oh, here it shows you where to go for your quest. He downloaded put AIM into World of Warcraft. That was his most searched for feature.
I wonder if this movie takes place in an alternate universe where World of Warcraft is the Farmville of MySpace.
Ooh,
okay. Hold on. I need a second to read that. So just let let my brain chew on that sentence.
So do you have to?
It's a good sentence. It's just a lot of concepts in one thing. I just needed a moment to stew.
I feel like I want to live in that world more than the one we currently live in.
I would like to live in a world in which I was currently playing World of Warcraft: The Burning Crusade. That does seem pretty good.
Instead, we are all here just playing Final Fantasy.
Yeah, could be better.
Half of us. Mm-hmm. The polygon count is too high.
Exactly.
These textures look okay. I
Yeah.
don't like this.
Take me back.
Oh god. So yeah, fucking Chain Letter. It's an
88-minute long,
mercifully
2010
short.
movie about emailing.
You know what? This movie and Countdown were both really short, and I really appreciated
If
that.
I can praise this movie for a second,
and you can.
Fantastic runtime, sensational
Oh, God,
minute
yeah.
count. Just it got in and out. I don't know what it did in that time, but it did it quick.
No wasted space.
Exactly.
I honestly,
If you
feel
go
like-
up to 100% wasted space, it actually it only goes from 0 to 99. So when you bring it up to that 100th percent, it actually dips back down to 0. So no wasted space.
I want to start talking about this movie by talking about the fact that it literally opened and closed with the same exact scene.
Literally, no no like
No
additional
extra
angles
exposition on those scenes.
Yeah, no additional angles to be like, okay, this is what we weren't showing you the first time. Because like this is like a thing you see happen in movies where something will just start in media res and then you'll flash back to before.
Well, if you needed any sort of context for it, the movie did start prior to the scene that bookended the film. It screen shared sort of the director's computer screen where he was going into WikiQuote and went into Friedrich Nietzsche.
Fuck, that is right. Oh
and
my
just
God,
sort of randomly, life happens in a Forrest Gump sense. And
what was the Nietzsche quote? I'm not a studied English scholar like the two of you. I'm not a studier of books.
Let's see. I mean, I could
all
just find
human life is chained together or something like that.
It had chains in it, I'm sure.
It's something. Yeah.
Okay,
I just
Googled
stupid as stupid does. It was nothing.
I just Googled Nietzsche quotes, and just for the podcast, let's just say it's this one. There are no facts, only interpretations.
That's what it said.
That's what he said.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds right to me.
And then after we've gone to WikiQuote, we decide, okay, let's start this movie and just use the stuff from the end of the movie. And what this movie is, the movie starts with a young person duct tape mummied in their garage.
Mm-hmm. Which is a trick. You think this movie is going to be about a spooky, like, supernatural horror movie type force, rather than just a guy. But
it's
to get too ahead. But so right now you're like, oh, maybe we're in like the pyramids.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
But then it's not only is it just a guy; it's a cabal of guys.
But is it though? Like
it's two guys a cabal.
I don't even mean that. I mean, like, I feel like all of these events happened independently, and we just kind of arrived at this ending.
Just the framing of it made it seem connected.
Yeah. It was Keith David remembering all the things he knows from the past 45 minutes, and that was it. That was all that was in there, so.
Keith David's in this movie. Okay, hold on. Schlocktober accidentally has become like a Twilight reunion month, because last week we did a movie with Carlisle from Twilight in it. And this movie had another Twilight star in it, Rosalie from Twilight, who I don't really remember. Let me Google that.
I don't remember her either, but I
like
believe you.
Even as a Twilight studier, I don't remember who the fuck Rosalie was. Well, she was. I've been doxxed because she was born in Rochester, New York. She's just one of Edward's sisters, I guess. One of Edward's sisters who can't see the future, and I don't think she played baseball either.
Right.
Fail.
Yeah, speaking of local connections to this movie, my roommate got up from a nap as this movie was ending and noticed that one of the posters in oh god, I wish I could remember the band name. This fact is going to be so much less interesting now. One of the band posters in one of the kids' rooms was a poster for a Minnesota-based band that she got handed a CD for while she was waiting in line to see a different band.
Was the band Quiet Drive?
It was Quiet Drive, yes.
Yeah, I wrote that down because I was like, Quiet Drive, that's a fucking made-up ass band name. And then I Googled it and I was like, oh, that's actually a band.
That is a real band, yes.
Sorry to disrespect you, Quiet Drive. I know you're like a huge part of our listener base.
I'm sure, yes. Anyway, that's my little fact. We can continue with talking about this movie.
So this movie starts with someone being duct tape mummied, and then one leg is hooked to her dad's car with a chain, and the other leg is hooked to her mom's car, and her parents say, okay, let's synchronize watches, and then drive off to an event.
They say
this is literally the died trying to drive two cars to work.
they said, okay, here you go, honey. We're going to our like unnamed vague work event now. Let's do what we do every single day and both pull out of the driveway at the same exact time and turn in opposite directions, getting very far away from each other.
And also make sure you're on your damn Bluetooth style phone
On your
so that we
Bluetooth
know that you're a
style phone.
millennial household that leads to death.
Just on your Bluetooth style phone, making your phone calls, and then cranking up your cool metal music in your ear so that you cannot hear me scream, wait, dear husband.
Yeah, you're listening to ants marching while the daughter's being killed.
Our beloved daughter is strapped to the rear of our car, and if you continue to drive, she will be sliced in twain. And then you don't hear her because you're listening to Dave Matthews and his band. and then your daughter explodes, and then the title card, chain letter, comes up.
Yes.
She was
Sure
she was
does.
tied up with chains. You get it?
Yeah, it's
They
thematic.
never account for if the killer is going for irony there, or if they just sort of had the one prop and built a story around it. Like they clearly have a lot of chains in the prop department. That's
This guy is just oozing chains.
Me waking
but
up.
how many chains?
Me waking up the next day with 12,000 chains. Oh god.
So we meet like
This
our
fucking intro is probably my favorite part of the movie.
Agreed.
Because it is just a miasma of poorly emulated news footage, like, I guess, videos talking about technology.
it looks great.
And just like found media, I guess, but it is so I mean, the news footage looks like, I mean, an SNL sketch, I'm not gonna lie. It is so bad. It looks so fake. So fake. It's amazing and it's beautiful.
Before we get into the story of this movie, I'm gonna put a gun to all of your heads and say, name a character from this movie. Give me a name.
Absolutely not gonna have. Dante.
Neil.
Fuck Dante. Yeah.
There was a man named Matthew, I believe, or a young child. I forget. These are high schoolers and not 35-year-olds.
Right, of course. I remember Neil because he's like the nerdy gamer guy, and that's the same name as the nerdy gamer guy from Family Guy.
Sorry, Blair. There is nobody in this movie named Matt or Matthew, and
Really?
now you must. There's
That's
an
the,
actor named Matt.
the chain guy is named Matthew.
Oh, yeah.
I bought the the steel case lore book for chain letter, so I've been dipping into that.
It comes prepackaged with a 6-foot chain.
Exactly, you get your own chain.
The director's cut has 3 extra scenes where the main character gets ripped in half by a car. It's the exact same scene, but they just place it in a couple more times.
Except for okay, well, we didn't mention about the part where the girl gets cut in half. We don't see it. We see nobody die in this movie. It's all just left to our imaginations.
You see someone go, ah! And then there's like an extremely quick cut into someone else like sitting
It's
at a
just like-
computer googling.
I bet you'll want to see this in 88 minutes.
And it always goes, whenever it cuts to someone's computer, they're just like googling worms or something. Like it's not like it has nothing.
That's realistic, though.
Yeah,
That's what I'm always doing
true.
on my Friday nights.
They're not. No, they don't use Google in this. They use like site search.
I wrote it. Hold on, I wrote it down. Let me pull up my notes. I wrote down the name of the website because I have long wanted to just like make one of those like silent whooshing Twitter accounts, but just for all not real search engines used in TV shows. Dexter, I remember, had a great one of those. Compassfind.com.
Compass Find.
That's where
I just don't understand the process. I mean, again, I don't know anything about making movies, but I don't understand the process that leads you to having to make up Compass Find, but you have actual World of Warcraft footage in your film.
Right.
Literally, because this movie is like we meet Neil, who's doing very real World of Warcraft, and like he's talking like a 40-something mother who doesn't know what World of Warcraft is, being forced at gunpoint to write like this script because he's just like, oh, I'm gonna kill that guy and get all of his experience points.
Yeah, he's like, hey, dude, I'm gonna take your EXP. They're dueling in front of Orgrimmar. That's not how it works. And he's playing like a mage, and he's in melee range, and this guy's supposed to be the fucking gamer character. Okay, immersion ruined.
You gotta get
My immersion was actually doing great at this
Okay.
point because now I know there's a lot of gamers on this here pod, and I'm not really one of them. I'm much more of sort of a jock.
Right. Yeah.
So we meet. I don't remember exactly. My note only mentions the magazine that's being read at the beginning. So like I believe popular cheerleader sister of Neil is also hanging out in the room. Rachel is here. And
I don't know that off the dome. I do have the Wikipedia pulled up. Just
Rachel is reading Popularity magazine.
Okay,
Oh,
hell
that's
yes.
my favorite.
Let's go.
That's something.
Beat.
So
That's something that really bothers me about horror movies. And I've seen about 8 of them, and like 3 of them were for this show. And I'm always happy to be on. Thank you so much. But like, I feel like horror movies try to have it both ways, where it's like we're playing with these tropes, and like we're ironically being like, this is Bobby Football and he's the jock and he wears varsity jacket to sleep. And then this is cheerleader sister. She read Popularity magazine, but then they don't do anything with the trope, and it's just like, now you can't criticize me because I'm aware of it.
There's not even like an ironic kill of like, you know, the football guy being like chained down in like
at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, chained down at the 50-yard line, and then Butker comes up and just like punts his head through the goalpost.
You are going to touch down in hell.
Yeah, exactly. None of that.
That would be cool.
No, like, razor pom-poms or something for the cheerleader. No, like, being thrown off of, like, a triangle pyramid formation.
Yeah. They do like, hey, what if we did a weird Chris Benoit thing instead? It was fucking out of nowhere.
But that's where they trick you, because you're like, oh, his head is under the engine, it's gonna fall on him. But then he wouldn't be killed with chains. So the chain man just had to come and kill him immediately after that. Swerved.
Yeah, that's true. That's good. I like it now.
So yeah, Neil gets an email through AIM through World of Warcraft that says
you've got chainmail.
the fucking little, what was it? You said it during the episode, during the movie. I did, like your Bonzi buddy.
My custom Bonzi buddy that only alerts me when I have it says you've got chainmail, and it repeats it over and over.
If I receive an email from like my aunt telling me about how she's been doing over in Colorado, I don't give a shit, Bonzi. Only shit about a Nigerian prince or sending this shit to 10 other people. That's exactly all I want, Mr. Buddy.
And it pops up in a stylized IM window inside World of Warcraft. It's fantastic stuff.
You get a scroll from World of Warcraft.
Yeah, you click on the quest giver, and it says you have chains now.
The chain letter just basically it's your standard chain letter fare of just like, you will die if you do not forward this on to 5 people. Ooh. And then he says, fuck that, I'm not doing it. But then his sister takes over the computer. He's like, oh, you have to send this chain letter. Here, I'm sending it to your friends who would love to receive a chain letter in 2010.
Doesn't she say like, hey, this already happened to Susie Joe already, and like, so this is already like a known thing that there's a guy going around murdering people, and Neil's just like, whatever, back to gaming.
We hear it on the news read at the start, at the news montage at the start. There's a teen murder spree going on.
Right, and everybody's just like, it's fine.
I forgot. I do not know the timeline of this film. I'm sorry, because if the same thing, it's the same thing. If the thing at the end happened at the start, but we were just seeing the thing at the end at the start, like that wasn't it. Was it really at the end then? But then at the start, they're saying teens are already being murdered for chain letters.
That's how they get you. There's a bunch of teen murders happening, but the thing we saw at the start, not part of them. There's already been murders that were not on screen as part of this teen murder spree.
It took at least. If there's, I feel like for their, did they say how many teens have been killed already on that news report?
No, they absolutely, they literally only just say their update on the teen murder report.
So I feel like
quantity of teens.
I feel like there must. So if we're taking it at the like lowest amount, that has to be for it to become a spree. I feel like it has to be at least 2 people, and then one of the jock guys dies. So 3 teens had to be killed specifically by chains within several days of each other for Keith David to even fucking look at this case. Like,
oh god, I know.
No one even thought about checking it out, and they were still in school.
Keith David said, if 3 or 4 more teens get killed, then I'm actually going to put on my police officer outfit once, but not until then. Then I'm just going to wear my nightgown.
It's like a fucking reward system. He's like, when 5 teens are killed, I'll go to an old man's house and show him a rusty link of a chain. He's like, thanks, dude.
1 to 4 kids dying, you won't get enough experience points to really get a level or 2 off it. You need at least 5 kids to die before the enemy has a high enough bounty.
Yeah, you need to cash them all in at once, otherwise it doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah. Couple of things that we skipped over a little bit. First of all, Brad Dourif is in this movie, who you may know as the voice of Chucky from Child's Play.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
He's the teacher who goes up to the students and is like, welcome to class. Phones are bad.
I love this character so much. He's the dude with vibes.
I wrote down he's a pilled professor, and he says, use space and my tube.
Very funny.
And, like, the class laughs at him. And I guess in universe, it's like, oh, this guy thinks he's saying internet wrong. But you don't, because we're also using site search. So I don't know if this is actually supposed to be the real thing.
We're using Compass Find. Does MySpace exist in this universe?
Yeah.
Also, this movie came out in 2010, which is, I was not on the MySpace bubble, but I feel like that was at least a few years past it.
Facebook was definitely the thing by 2010.
This movie is so fucking dated because the last chain letter I remember receiving. So this came out in 2010. I was a freshman in high school. The last chain letter I remember receiving via email was when I was probably in elementary school. So
yeah, about that.
This movie is very dated.
Yeah, and like I feel like we have a question about this, but like chain letters really evolved into those like YouTube comments you would see in the early days of YouTube, where someone would be like, there was a little girl and she saw a clown in her closet at 3:23 a.m. But then she got killed, and if you don't leave this comment on 12 different My Chemical Romance songs, you will also be killed by a clown at 3:23 a.m. And I like those shits did scare me. I was a very frightenable young child, and I saw that in the YouTube comments for My Chemical Romance Welcome to the Black Parade, and I was like, oh, this is evil music to me now.
I definitely, like, me stopping sharing those things did not come from any sort of, like, emotional maturity. It came from, like, I didn't want to post cringe and get made fun of.
Yeah.
Like, the social pressure is the only reason I don't share, like, Susie was made out of blood and then she died and then she's going to sleep in your bed tonight and cover your sheets in blood unless you share this. Like, that's the only reason I'm not sharing Susie blood.
Mm-hmm.
Neil sends off that email blast. No, sorry. Another thing that happens is that Neil confronts his sister at school about something, and
he says, "I jack off all the time."
He says he cranks his hog in front of the entire school population of 36-year-olds.
This is like one thing in the movie that I actively kind of liked, which is like his sister being like, "Oh, I'm gonna tell everyone what I found you doing," and he's just like, "I fucking jacked off," and then he turns to everyone who's laughing. I'm like, "You all jack off too! Shut the fuck up!"
Yeah, I was beating my meatus, and then he says it over the intercom, and everybody laughs.
He did the Eminem 8 Mile thing, where he's like, I am white, I am a fucking bum. Like, there's that.
Here's my thing about this. I need to do a sort of American Vandal style breakdown of a big problem that I have with this.
3D CGI of a hand job.
So the first we meet Neil, and he's in his bedroom, which is a normal bedroom, which is where you have 3 regular walls that are made of wall, and then you just have a huge glass window in your bedroom that the audience can see through.
And also a huge skylight. He looks like a lounge. He looks like someone's lounge after, like, right before they get murdered in the opening of CSI.
And the thing is, not only is he living in the fucking some weirdo Guggenheim house, but like his computer screen is facing outside where people can see.
Yes, exactly. That would never happen. Well, as we know, he's a fake gamer. Like, he doesn't.
Yeah, and I guess also he's kind of proud of it if he's bragging about it at school. Yeah. So I guess that's maybe not a problem. Okay, well, Neil, you win this round.
Facing my monitor to the neighborhood, facing my computer monitors to the neighborhood, cranking my speakers, and I don't give a shit who can hear me listening to "Cum Sluts 18."
Exactly.
The 18th volume, not their age. To be clear.
Yeah, most guys my age are playing Wii boxing at Internet Cafe, not me.
Yes, because he sends the chain letter to a handful of people, like 3 of whom are playing Wii boxing at a net cafe. I didn't write that down, but the thing that really got me is that, like, at the start of that scene, you see like someone is playing like Halo 2 on a projector screen, and one of the names you see on the leaderboard is Pooper 2, which is.
That's pretty good.
Fuck this nerd. I'm gonna go to the internet cafe and play Wii boxing with my homies. Like, yeah.
Brooks, what was
Sorry, go ahead.
Who was that person who was like right beneath you on the Tony Hawk leaderboards for a while?
I mean, there was Solid Snake turds. Yeah. That was, yeah. It's probably Solid Snake turds is who you're thinking of. Who I have now surpassed. A skater to surpass Solid Snake turds.
And now Pooper 2 is really staring you down in those leaderboards.
Yeah, I'm really worried about Pooper 2 is so good at graffiti. My thing is just that nobody's ever played Wii boxing because it's the most work-intensive Wii game to fucking play. Because you got to find a working nunchuck and you got to plug it in just for that game. and there's no way if it's in an internet cafe where everybody's using, like, no, that joystick isn't going to work.
Right.
I've never played Warcraft, so I was like, this is fine, and this is a great scene, and I'm always yelling at my brother saying that he has a tiny penis. I always say that. But this scene, it took me out of it. And also when it was like, all right, well, there's a teen murder spree. I'm going to go out to the outhouse in the rain and pee by myself. See you later.
You're right, Brooks. The wireless controller. Like, you know the hassle if you've tried to go to, like, a Smash tournament and brought a Pro controller. You know the struggle.
Yeah, the if you think about it, the nunchuck attachment is kind of like a chain.
Remembering early,
connects.
Could have really missed opportunity on that one.
Remembering at the start of this year when I went to, like, a 250-person Smash Brothers Ultimate tournament and turning into the wistful emoji. Now I can't even attend a 2-person Smash Brothers tournament.
Is this the death of gaming? People talk about, like, the death of theater or, like, improv or whatever.
Right.
But
Good.
I think gaming is what's dying, actually.
People shoot off fireworks thinking about the death of improv.
Yes, they do.
When UCB went down when UCB went down last year, the entire
my
nation
God.
collectively busted.
Unironic poggers on that one, honestly. Nasty place.
Okay, but so at the gamer cafe, we meet. We don't meet these characters, but there's, like, it's Michael, I think, is one of them, and then there's also Dante, who is the oldest 17-year-old I've ever seen in my life. Like, even by
need to talk to you about Dante.
let's talk about Dante a little bit.
So in the movie, this is a movie, like, full of tropes because it has all the characters in it.
Yes.
I couldn't clock whether Dante was supposed to be cool James Dean guy or like nerd loser, because all, like, the way that he's dressed and the way that he's hanging out with the cool kids at the Wii Boxing Cafe, but he styles his hair in the worst possible way, and, like, when he goes up to Popular Girl and Popular Girlfriend and gives her the flower, the girls are like, ew, thanks, Dante, that's awesome, but also they're like, can I ride in your car later? I love you, Dante.
It's really hard. He kind of looks like Blair. You remember in Final Destination 2? Remember those, like, 3 people that are in the same car as the main character at the start of the movie, and they get absolutely creamed by the truck after the premonition?
Yes.
He kind of looks like if there was a third boy in that car, it would be Dante.
Yes. Correct.
Dante
Can I
obliterated
drop
by a
some?
Mack truck.
I'm digging into the lore book once again. Can I drop some information? So the actor who plays Dante, his name is Noah Segan. He's currently 37 years old. So he was 27 years old playing a 14-year-old when this film came out.
Sounds right.
In 2013, he made a cameo appearance during the 5th season of the critically acclaimed drama series Breaking Bad as a fireman in the episode Ozymandias. So he was in the greatest episode of television to ever exist. So who are we to judge him?
He was in The Last Jedi as a bit character whose name is.
He was the voice of Henry on the Nickelodeon cartoon Kablam.
Hold on.
Oh, what? Nobody in this show should know what Kablam is. Like, nobody in the universe of Chain Letter. Even Keith David, he's too young for Kablam.
In Star Wars: The Last Jedi, he was a character named
Snoke with no makeup.
No, Stomaroni Stark.
Yeah.
All right, give it up for Dante.
Giving it up for
Dante's
Stomaroni
cool.
Stark.
I think this movie might be good.
It's getting better the more I learn about
I
it.
think so, as we're discussing.
Yeah, because we're about to move on to the gym portion.
Hell yes,
cool.
let's go.
Yeah, pumping iron. Let's
need,
go.
Like, I think this is, like, our second kill, but, like, actually first, because the one at the start of the movie is at the end of the movie. And I'm like, I'm watching this, and, like, I'm seeing all this tension building up. Like, fuck yes, I saw how this movie started. We're like, this movie is not good, but we're gonna get some, like, Final Destination ass kills, or, like, some Saw shit, or someone. This 28-year-old is gonna get hacked into pieces. And
Yeah, it's certainly not just a guy. It's gonna be something cool.
Even if it is a guy, like, it can just be, like, a guy wraps him up in chains and then pulls on the chain so hard that his head explodes or something. Like, you can make something out of this.
You have a full gym filled with equipment, and what you do is you said he's dead, and then we never see him again.
Remember in Final Destination, like, I'm thinking back to Final Destination 3 when those 2 weights come down on either side of that guy's head and his head explodes.
That kicked ass.
Exactly.
Oh god,
I
Final
was
Destination 3
expecting
is a
him
good
to eat
movie.
shit on that treadmill, legitimately.
Yeah, because it's this guy, and it's like, what's this other fucker's name who disappears for an hour? Sean or something?
Probably.
I'll call him Sean.
Yeah.
We've got Sean, and we've got like Michael. Let's call him Matthew because there's already another Michael. Mm-hmm. And
There's a lot of Matthews in this movie.
I'm saying this. So Matthew is like, okay, Noah, bro, you go fuck off. You got into the good school. I'm gonna do exactly 1 rep on this bench press and then complain about not getting into Nebraska. Or
Yeah,
whatever
the other
fuck
guy,
you're
he's like,
going
"Hey
to."
man, you're gonna have to pump more iron if you want to get a scholarship." And he's like, "Fuck you!" And he does 1 rep of the empty barbell and sits up again, and he's like drenched in sweat.
Hey, bro, don't go to the cursed water fountain, whatever you do.
And then, as far as I remember, the guy who got into Nebraska leaves, and we never see him again.
No, we see him again.
He goes to Nebraska.
No, we do see him again because remember when fucking the detective, I completely spaced. Who was the detective?
Keith David.
Matthew.
Keith David, yes. When Keith David like finds that warehouse full of chains, he finds Noah tied up there in duct tape.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh, yeah, that's
so
right.
he must have been there for like weeks.
Oh yeah, he's just been chilling. He's been eating duct tape.
Oh god.
And we see like someone sneaking around the premises of this gym while Matthew works out, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get buff and tough and go to Nebraska also." And then we just kind of cut to the next morning, and we see like we don't even see the aftermath. We don't even see like a corpse that would give us an idea of what kind of happened here. All we see is like a sheet covering a corpse, and Keith David is there, because Keith David is just kind of. I think in the like the late 2000s, early 2010s, Keith David kind of had like a rough streak and just kind of had to take whatever work he could get.
He was the narrator for WrestleMania in the middle of the decade.
Further lending credence to my theory.
Yeah. So I have a question. Sorry, go ahead, Blair.
Did you guys watch a different cut than me? Because there was
That's what I was gonna say.
A prolonged scene where we see him getting like chained in the face.
He gets put in the crossface, and like a chain slowly goes through his entire brain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
that was
so-
probably about as gruesome as this movie got.
In our movie, what happened is he's like leaning over, he's like looking in the mirror or something and leaning over, and then he goes, "Ah!" And then it just cuts to the next scene, and you don't see anything at all.
Oh, y'all missed like the coolest thing that happened.
Yeah,
Christ.
In our version, this happens in every single kill. We have no idea
my God.
how they happen.
What?
Yeah.
There's like a couple of cool gruesome kills.
No, we didn't
Really?
see any of that.
Yes.
Oh fuck!
Pretty good.
I needed to grab the unrated version, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, because I watched this on Amazon Prime.
Me as well.
And there were definitely 2 versions of it on there. And they were the same minute count, I'm pretty sure. So I wasn't sure what the difference was, but so I just selected one at random.
I think we found out.
I guess we did find out. That is so
Definitely
funny.
worth going back and watching again just to get the.
I'm just gonna search chain letter all deaths and just see what I'm missing. Let's
That
just
is
see.
so funny that there's that there's a safe for work version of this movie.
Yeah, it's the thing is that the rated version is rated R.
Though they say fuck a lot.
Right.
They say fuck a lot near the start, and then they kind of don't for the rest of the movie.
Holy shit! Okay, I'm watching the car scene that happens at the start of this movie, and she gets fully. Yeah, they did not show any of this. Eddie, I'm going to link this to you so you can observe.
Yeah,
what's
it was
going
cool.
So you can observe what's going on here, because for I'm just going to link this in the chat. For those of you who did not watch for those of you who watched the rated version, oh my god, for those of you who watched the unrated version, like the movie just hard cuts to the title card, like at 1:28 in this video, it just hard cuts to title.
That is hilarious.
We don't see this person getting split 4 ways from Sunday.
Sitting down with my family and watching The Mask, but we only get to see the Stanley Ipkiss scenes before he puts it on. Damn it, I got the fucking wrong cut.
My favorite thing about this version is it is what we like. The dad just does keep driving. Like,
He does. He doesn't.
There's not even like a cha-chunk, like any sort of Foley work or anything. He's
here
simply
I go
vibing.
again on my own.
He does not
just
feel
so
any
delighted.
of the. He does not feel any of the resistance from his teenage adult daughter being split in two by a chain through the power of his car.
I'm so happy. This is the best thing that's ever happened to the show, is the fact that there is 2 versions of this movie, and we watched 2 different versions of this movie.
Crushing it.
I mean, but the only difference is, like, we legitimately do not know how the people were killed. Like,
Right.
That's
That's
it.
so fucking funny. That makes a lot more sense when you were like, nothing happens in this movie. I was like, a guy's skull does get bisected by a chain over the course of 30 seconds.
And it's like kind of hard to watch. It's pretty gross.
Did you not? So you didn't even see like the scene later on where like one of the girls in like her bathroom gets like a medieval mace through the top of her head,
Nope.
and she just like looks around dead for 10 seconds?
Nope.
What?
What
That
happens is, so for the scene,
Y'all should really watch the movie.
so for
It's
the,
good.
for the scene you're talking about, what happens is she's taking a teenager bath with like 40 Roman candles all around her, and she's like, hello,
Yes, Roman candles.
and she gets up out of the bathtub and puts a towel on and like looks over the railing like of her house, and then it goes, ah! And then that's it, and then we're outside with the cops, and everyone's like, she's dead.
Oh my god.
That's it.
Because, like, I looked this up on, like, moviecensorship.com or whatever the fuck, and it was like, there is 0.283 seconds of different footage. And I saw that, and I was like, oh, okay, so there's, like, nothing different between the rated and unrated cuts. But it turns out there's a lot different, and I'm very mad about it.
Did you at
a
least
good
get
movie.
to see the guy burned alive?
No.
What?
When did someone burn alive?
I think was
I
it
don't
the
remember.
Nebraska guy?
Yeah, there was like a guy wrapped up in chains.
He was in the sewer or whatever.
Yeah.
No, we don't see what
and-
happens to him because the chain man just walks up behind Keith David and knocks him out.
Yeah.
No. Keith David definitely triggers something that lights that dude on fire.
Nope,
Nope.
not for us. Not in my version.
he
He
burns alive.
does trigger something. Like, we see him, like, step in front of, like, a green wire, like the shit you would see at the bottom of a garage door opener.
But it seemed like all it does is summon the chain man.
Yeah,
Like,
the chain man who, like, sideways slides into the room. Like, just, this man is transforming only in X. No Y, no Z.
he got stuck in a fucking animation lock from whatever he was doing before, and he's like, oh crap.
I'm so happy.
Oh
I'm
my
so
God.
happy.
This feels like, Blair, do you remember when we both watched 2 different movies called Truth or Dare for an episode?
Yes! Oh my god. I fucking forgot about that.
Oh my God. Wow, you guys watched a way better movie than we did.
Yeah, I gave this like 1 star on my letterbox, and now knowing that there's like a worse version of it, I kind of want to go back and up that a little bit.
Oh my God. So yeah, the jock off that super long tangent. The jock gets killed, and we do or do not see it. Sometimes depends on which movie you're watching.
And then they do a little detective investigation.
Yeah, Keith David shows up and is like, "I'm in this movie. It's 35 minutes into this movie, and I am a protagonist."
You know, I feel like this was a trope in like this era, but has stopped being a trope now, where a horror movie is basically like a cop procedural.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm so glad it's not a thing anymore, because it's like, if I wanted to watch a very special episode of Law and Order SVU, I would. And that's not what I signed up for when I turned on a horror movie.
Yeah, when,
Right.
you turn on Chain Letter, you don't want like the brightest of the blue and bright or whatever the fuck.
Right, exactly.
blue and bright.
You're right. I'm not interested in cops doing a detective. I want my plucky teenagers to be doing a detective.
Yeah, let the
You
teens
know what I
figure it
mean?
out. But Keith David shows up to be like, I am an actor in this movie now. And
Yes.
he's like, these chains. And then he goes out to a fucking farm or some shit, which is like where it turns out to, where we talk about this chain warehouse at the end. And I think where he goes is like eventually at the end of the movie, the chain warehouse, but it's not yet. And he talks to the guy from LA Noire who, you know that video that's like LA Noire has some
Subtle facial recognition. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the guy from that video.
Yeah.
And he's
He goes to this guy's house, and we're like, oh, what's he going to do? Ask him if he's ever seen a chain before. And he pulls out one single link of a chain, and he's like, have you seen this? And then the guy goes, no. And Keith David says, why not? And he goes, my wife died. And Keith David says, okay, bye. And we never see him again.
Keith David pulls out the chain and is like, "Do you have any idea who forged this link?" And the guy makes the face for 30 seconds and says, "Meister Lewin."
Yeah, the theme from Gran Torino starts playing, and as Keith David explains, you know how the movie thing where you can make a gun bullet go back to a gun through forensic magic cop. He says you can do that with chain, and then the old man from Clint Eastwood Gran Torino says, "I'm Meister Lewin," and then he never comes up again.
I want to give. I already gave it one, so this is the second, positive note I'll give this film is that it's rare to see a portrayal of the cops where they don't solve anything, don't stop any crimes from happening, and actively
It's a complete waste of money.
Actively fuck up everyone's lives even more. So.
I
Credit
think this
to
is
that.
probably the most realistic.
Yes,
portrayal.
I would agree on that.
Yeah,
Front.
just a guy going to harass some old man whose wife died and said, "Where do chains come from?"
Wait,
I mean-
hold on. I have another question about the. Oh, sorry, Blair. Go on. Go on, Blair.
Well, I was gonna say, you guys were talking about like how it's ridiculous that there was no investigation of these murders before like a fifth kid died or whatever. And I hate to break the news to you, but that is often how.
That's a great point.
Yeah, that's true.
Honestly, cops
See,
just
but
waiting-
I
cops
was
just waiting
functioning
for, like, the
on.
fifth-
I was functioning on movie logic, where
sure.
we're Big Blue, where the F-Zero track, and we're gonna like solve the crime.
Yeah.
So credit to them.
The cop is just.
Yeah,
like,
this movie is not a cab. It's just got like not good writing, I think.
Well, through the very dense lens that I'm looking at, I'm like, it makes some good points.
This is a nice portrayal of a cop going to a funeral and being like, "Did anybody hate this corpse?"
Yeah.
Yeah, in real life, the cops are just waiting for that sixth hole in their kid murder card to be punched before they can say, "Ooh, I get to declare a spree now for free."
Did you clock that at the funeral when the detective is screaming at the mourning people? Like the body hasn't even been lowered into the plot yet, but he literally says, "Email me if you think of anything," because it's our dark technological future where people don't talk. If you have a lead, send me 3 emojis that describe it best.
Is the next scene when we get our midterm final?
I think it might be our
I wanna
midterm.
talk about this so much.
Our midterm final and Brad Dourif sexually harassing a student.
God, that scene
It
sucks.
sucks so because putting Brad Dourif in this movie is that's like putting Sutter Kane in your movie, not playing Jason. It's like just putting a classic horror movie actor who normally doesn't get to show his face on screen, letting him it's getting the fucking who played Freddy? What was the guy's name? Robert Englund. It's getting Robert Englund for a regular not burn makeup role. And then they just have Brad Dourif be this guy. Someone take this from me. I'm getting mad.
Well, I mean, what did you expect?
I like the Child's Play. I like the first two
No,
Child's
I
Play
do
movies.
too, but from this movie, look into your heart. What did you expect?
More than... Okay.
Why?
Brad Dourif being a bad teacher,
Why?
Brad Dourif being an evil person, sure, fine. The teacher being... I don't... It crosses a line
but
that I'd rather the movie
I
does
don't
not
think it
cross.
was intentional. I think I don't think it's supposed to be.
This
it's supposed
movie
to be
did
creepy.
nothing on purpose.
I don't think it's supposed to be intentionally sexual. I think it's just supposed to be eerie. But those writers don't know what they're doing, or writer, or anyone. This AI generated movie doesn't understand implication of anything.
So directed, produced, and written by Dayon Taylor.
Cool. Yeah. So that's not a real person, and this was written by a computer.
Yeah, 100%.
He has a Wikipedia picture where he kind of looks like he's doing the fucking the last step, the second step of the Niga Higa ninja hand thing.
That is a deep cut.
But do y'all know what I'm
I can't
talking
connect
about?
With you.
Does anyone
No.
get me?
No.
Brooks, Eddie?
No, I got sidetracked. I'm reading the Wikipedia page for Meet the Blacks now because he also directed that. It's Charlie Murphy's last film role before he died. Horror comedy, so you guys can cover that in a future episode if you want.
Sure.
He directed a movie called Traffic with a K.
That's how you know it's cool.
Omar Epps is in that one.
Damn.
Anyway, so this scene where they have to do their midterm final project.
So the midterm final is due. So he says, again, subverting expectation. He's like, I know we have a very hard time with 94 of our students, each individually being killed in an unrelated string of chain murders. But your midterm final is due Monday, and it's a group project, and it's an essay. And class is over. Goodbye.
Under no circumstances should you stand below an engine, because 6 people have died from that in this class in the last 24 hours. Good night.
Midterm final exam.
Turn in your PowerPoint speech by Monday.
We love it.
Your .xlsx art project, please, to me right now.
I was trying to figure out what subject this fellow teaches.
Nothing.
And
the class is nothing.
The class is nothing, but when you look around at as we all know, 90% of the prop budget went to chain. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of them. They're the White Walkers from Game of Thrones. They have big chains and they love it. There are, I'm not kidding, 8 or 9 globes just all around the classroom. Like on every other table, there's a globe as like a centerpiece, and there's a bunch of. So I guess it's like a history, geography, social science kind of class, but like. But it's also the class where you learn that people use cell phones.
We see one of the kids writing an essay about like cybersecurity or something in their.
Yeah, that's what the
class?
midterm final was about.
Yeah, and then at the same time as Brad Dourif is assigning the midterm final speech essay group project, Keith David meets with his like superior, I guess, at the police department, and this is one of the funniest things.
From what I understand, is he's a guy from like he's not even. I don't think he's Keith David's superior. He's like, we got a profiler, like. We got someone who's an expert on sickos to come in.
We got this guy to come in for exactly one scene so that we can flash back to him later and show him being secretly menacing.
This movie makes me feel really good about my own, like, creative pursuits, because I always, anytime I try to, like, write fiction, like 3,000 words, and I'm always like, I don't fucking know what it's like actually to be in a courtroom, so I'm not, I can't write this. This just powers through and is like, there's a profiler in every detective agency.
The best part of it is we see, like, he literally, not as a goof, like, oh, what happened to the football player? Like, this is the only scene he appears in, and later we find out that he was an imposter. Like, there was any fucking way for us to know that. Because he had this special cult tattoo, right?
Yeah.
That wasn't shown beforehand?
See, this proves it more, that a guy who wasn't the guy just walked into the police station and had a tattoo of a known, like, terrorist organization and was like, hello, I am profiler. And they're like, yes, this way, sir.
And he used his magical computer hacking skills to make Keith David's computer say...
I was just thinking, like, okay, this has to be like, oh, this is like a code we extracted from the chain letter that makes them all it's just on his screen. Like, they keep showing it.
Yeah, there's like a side shot of Keith David just like talking while he's like fidgeting with his hands, and in the background we just see on his computer laptop we see. And
the thing is, if you look at it, because I looked at it for a long time, it's like not a Word document because it doesn't have like the file edit shit. What it looks like to me is a PowerPoint slide that's in presentation mode.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Because there's nothing, no border, no like options. It's just completely centered on the screen.
Just a complete 3x4 monitor, just blaring gibberish to all the world, and that's the superpower of the computer guys.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Is this also the scene where one of them goes onto the website and finds that 1 million people have already died from passing on this exact chain letter?
Well, we did see. When one of the characters was typing up her midterm essay, I think she did Google 200 years curse.
Yeah.
Right, yes, that's what I'm thinking. And it's just like, and the case is solved, Keith. Like, it's right, it's a website already, but it's like, no, I gotta keep yelling at grieving, mourning family members.
The 200 years
which is kind of a
curse.
cop thing, I guess.
The world's oldest email curse. 1 billion curses are within this email. Use them wisely.
I'd be so pissed if I was an email chain monster and I was in the Paleozoic era. I would have nothing to do.
You're just fucking jerking off for the next couple million and billion years.
When the first chain man decided to get out of water and crawl on land, that was when things really went downhill.
In 100 trillion years, then you will realize.
Yeah.
God, that also had to
Doesn't
suck.
sound
Like,
too bad.
do you think chain letter man like power? If you could like do chain letter on a rock, do you think it would like work on dinosaurs? Can you just write give this letter to Tyrannosaurus Rex or die?
As he was really pissed because like up until we discovered iron, he's like this wood shit sucks. I can't deal with this, and he's like, okay, all right.
Here, for this joke, I'm Catholic in this joke.
Okay.
Martin Luther was the first chain letter person.
Very
Nice.
good, Brooks.
Very good.
Because the 95, it's kind of like a chain letter.
Yeah, if you think about it, that basically was a chain letter.
It's kind of like a chain letter, yeah.
What was fucking? I don't know. It wasn't.
I'm no longer Catholic.
Okay, I was gonna do like a Revolutionary War joke about the fucking.
No, do it.
What's that paper that it wasn't like the Federalist Papers or something. It was the fucking. I got
The one where Hamilton wrote the other 51. That one.
the 52 the 52 theses. Full circle. We're back to Martin Luther. I got fucking nothing.
I think we know facts. I think we're very smart. I think this is a podcast.
Johannes Gutenberg definitely killed a lot of people by inventing the device through which we send chain emails.
Thank you, Johannes. Please kill me. Please put me directly into your printing press and just bake the words "no funeral" on the back of my on the back of my body. Like, what else happens? Like, this movie just kind of like goes. Like, I think we just go to the end from here because
It's just a prolonged. Okay, so for what I remember, it's a prolonged sequence of just kids getting killed in ways that we who watched the
see.
normal version didn't get to see.
Did
There's one scene where the gamer kid is like, "Okay,
Neil.
we have to meet up with everyone," and he just pulls out a gun.
yeah. The camera like spins in a circle for like 5 solid minutes while the kid pulls out a gun and is like, "I will shoot."
And he says, "So who does he?" Because the girl who was taking the fancy bath, she gets killed. That wasn't his sister,
I don't think.
or does
so?
his sister get killed at the
No,
end
that
of
was
the
his
movie,
that was his sister,
and
the other
also the
girl.
start of the movie?
No, the girl who gets killed at the start of the movie is Jessie.
The friend who's
Yes,
who's
who's
reading
not Neil's
Popularity
sister.
magazine.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because Rachel gets killed in the bathroom, and then Neil, Jesse, and I think Michael, they stand in a circle, and the camera spins around them while they're like, "But then I sent the text message to you. But if you send it to me, and then I send it to you, and then I kill you, and then I'm gonna pull out a gun."
What
Yes.
is this movie about? Because
That's
because,
my
It's about
thing.
society.
Okay, because like the thing is, you have guys telling you that society is bad and technology is bad, but the only way you don't get killed is if you send the email.
Right.
Because if you delete it, you get chain killed.
You must.
This is a movie about two guys who have killed 1 million people in South America in an unrelated website-related report, who now go back to this town in Davenport, Iowa, where the story takes place, and they say, I'm in phone class, and I'm teaching you that phones are bad. And also, if you don't use your phone, I'm going to use my teleportation jutsu to appear behind you when you go to pee and kill you. It's a very easy out, and that's the biggest thing with me, is like, if I got that chain letter that was like, hey, if you don't do this very simple thing that you do 100 times a day, I'm going to kill you in 24 hours. I would be like, all right, there you go.
like
I sent it.
Just pooping back and forth for all eternity amongst your friends with the same email.
Exactly.
Yeah. I send my friends a Snapchat at 4:20 every day. Like, I can do it. It's not a problem.
Now that we just have Neil, Jesse, and Michael left, Neil gets killed. And did y'all see how he dies? Because we didn't.
Oh yeah, it was nasty.
Because
I don't
what we
remember.
see like Neil is like playing World of Warcraft on his computer in melee range as a mage again, and like someone is standing on the skylight that is directly above him, and then something crashes through the ceiling, and then we just get like a JPEG of Neil's face in red, and then it cuts.
Oh no, he gets like, it's like a, y'all know how in like horror movies they love to have a guy who has like a nasty hook that he uses to kill, like a I know what you did last summer kind of hook.
Like a cane, like a cane in See No Evil kind of hook.
Yeah, thank you. I was thinking that, but I tried to go a little bit more mainstream. But yes, like Cain and See No Evil. He crashes through a little bit, and then he like grabs Neil with the hook and pulls him up through the skylight, and also like cuts his carotid artery a little bit with like a second hook. It's kind of gross.
God, I can't. I feel so fucking mad that we got the bad version of this movie.
He didn't even fucking use chains on him.
Well, the hook was attached to a chain.
Yeah, all right. Technicality. Whatever.
And then we get now that Neil's dead, Jesse has like a nightmare in. Well, no, sorry. Now we go to Keith David, who is like in the chain warehouse, and he finds Noah or whatever the fuck the Tennessee
what
guy.
led Keith David to the chain warehouse?
Just a hunch.
Yeah, I guess.
And when he's there, he sees the Tennessee kid, and he's like, "Hey, are you the bad guy?" And the Tennessee kid's like, "No, I'm the Tennessee kid." And then Keith David gets the best, like one of the best, really ADR phone calls I've ever heard put to film, where he's like, "Crenshaw, this is Crenshaw. I need backup." And like some ADR motherfucker's like, "Crenshaw, wow, yeah." So the Wiggum guy, who's we haven't talked about yet, but don't worry about it. His name is Wiggum. You're not gonna believe this, but the real Wiggum turned out to be an imposter. Or Wiggum is an imposter. You're not gonna believe this, but the real Wiggum turned up deceased an hour ago.
Yep.
It's impeccable delivery. I might just snip it out and toss it in here because it is really just that good.
Please.
This is Crenshaw. I need to speak to Wiggins now.
Crenshaw, where have you been? We've been trying to reach you all day. Our security system's been hacked.
What?
The guy claiming to be Wiggums yesterday turned out to be an imposter. You're not going to believe this, but the actual Wiggum turned up deceased less than an hour ago. We need you back at the station. Where are you?
Then we get like but first doesn't the one girl go home and have 7 discrete nightmares about the chain man hitting a high fly flow on her?
Yeah.
That's like right after this, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Keith David like gets pulled off by sliding in Chain Man, and then fucking yeah, and then we go to Julie's house, who is. Yeah, Eddie, you give it.
So I remember I was thinking I was about to get her ass because she went to sleep in jeans, which is like a fucked up thing to do. But we find out that it's a dream. Like it's like she was imagining.
It's a nightmare in which you have sleep jeans.
Exactly. So in the nightmare, she gets up and it's like 7 p.m. and then she like drops her phone on the floor and it dramatically rattles around.
So
and
no head.
She walks over to get it, and the chain man. I don't know if we mentioned there's a chain man in this movie. He's the guy that kills everyone.
Yeah.
Yes.
He does. If you just watch the Hannibal busting through clip, that's exactly what he does to her window. That's on like the 3rd story of a single family home, and he just blasts through and like grapples her like he's fucking Zangief. And then she wakes up and it's 3 a.m. and she was imagining it, so it's fine.
But then she gets like attacked, and then it kind of cuts to black. Does something happen here in the unrated version that we don't see? Because from what I remember, what happens is that she wakes up and then something kind of nondescript happens, and then we go to the scene at the start of the movie because this movie is a circle.
My eyes turned completely black around the time of this movie because like I watched the bad guy hit the high fly flow, and then we go back to the cop and he just starts talking about the Unabomber for the 5th time of the movie. Why the fuck was the Unabomber such a central character in this movie?
Yeah, we haven't talked about it yet, but they do really talk about the Unabomber a whole hell of a lot in this movie.
I was trying to follow the plot, and it was just like it was the Bo Burnham from Nebraska is all tied up, and then we learn about the Luddites, and it's like, what are we? And then we learn that the Philip Seymour Hoffman teacher, he's Chain Man, and he has teleportation powers, and he can also do dream shit sometimes.
We forgot to mention there's a scene where someone like one of the girls is doing her like book report essay, and she looks into her webcam, and the Chain Man is watching her on his own webcam, but he has his desktop is like bricks and bones and shit.
What?
Like, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
I think it's pretty good.
And then, yeah, she gets captured, and then she wakes up the next morning, and then it's just literally the exact same scene from the start of the movie, where she tries to drive 2 cars to work, she gets split in twain, and then we get the same title card again, and then we get a post-title card end card scene, where Keith David is, like, tied up while the bad guy is making chains, and then that's the end of the movie.
It is so good. It's so good. Yeah, because
He has so many chains already.
There is...
No, he needs chains.
I'm sorry to get self-referential on this, but there is... on an earlier episode on Henry Kissinger's Pokemon Going to Die, in which Brooks, Addie, and myself were on, we talked about... I think Brooks was, like, going really in detail about how you can, like, uncook beef.
Yeah.
And there, at the end of it, Eddie says, "What the fuck did you just say to me?" in like this really specific way, and it's all I could think of at the end of this movie. It's just, what just happened? What did you just say to me?
Yeah, my thing about the final scene is Chain Man has teleported from the Keith David zone back to this random person's garage where random adults live.
What if it was like Soundgarden and it was like Chain Man?
Okay,
that would be good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Anyways,
that would be good. And also, the killer Chain Man knows the route to work that both parents take, so it'll be epic and not just kind of awkward when they drive together or at a different time. The thing is, with famous thing about murder that I've learned from watching Hulu documentary is that you need three things. You need
Tiger
motive,
King.
means, opportunity. This person has none of those three things. There's no motive. There's no means, because it's just teleportation powers and chains. There's no... And also, it has killed 1 million people around the world for 200 years. And opportunity. This person is just going from Keith David chain house to old man's house to engine room to above Neil.
Let me hit you with this, because you make a good point, but I want to try to play devil's advocate for one moment. He has a lot of chains. So
that means, yeah.
Do they just like?
I'm surprised they didn't, instead of like the Nietzsche quote. I'm surprised it wasn't just like you go into somebody's body on the microscopic level and you see that DNA is just a chain.
I thought it was gonna be the fucking does your chain hang low or whatever. Like that would have been the quote at the.
What if Chain Guy was just like swinging through the city using his chains like Spider-Man webs?
That would be fucking sick.
He didn't have like a Tarzan kind of scene. So many missed opportunities in this. It's a shitty first draft movie. Like,
it feels like they were trying to start a Chain Guy cinematic universe and sort of set up, because
we saw so bad.
It wanted to be Saw so bad. It was, with 6 minutes left, it started trying to tell you the plot like the Patriots in Metal Gear Solid 2, but like. It doesn't actually. It shows you the anonymous Twitter account that posts epic memes, and then it says 2 guys from this movie are them, and they're a cult, and they're 200 years old, and they stalk the Wii boxing cafe because people use internet technology.
They point to an image that's like, if you took someone who once knew what Anonymous looked like, if you took someone who knew what the Guy Fawkes mask kind of looked like, but hasn't seen it themselves in like 5 years, and told them to make it.
And see, this is the thing, that they used the Hackers on Steroids audio from like that real life news clip, but they had a picture of like the white guy emoji as the like logo of it.
Oh my god. So on a scale of 0 to 5 chain men, how many chain men are you going to give this movie?
If this is a scale of quality, 1 chain man, because that's kind of how good
there are.
You created a movie, and also if it's on its own kind of scale, just evaluating the movie on its own merits, it also gets 1 chain man because there was one of him. So
I kind of want to the thing is that I want to actually rewatch this movie with the unrated version, just because I kind of want to see the deaths that I was shorted, because there were 5 or 6 gruesome deaths that I just didn't get to see. So I might go back and watch this one again, but about 1 chain man, because that's how many there are.
I'm inclined to agree. I feel like there's something really special about this movie, because it feels like a fake horror movie that would be playing in The Sims or whatever, if you, or something like that, where it's just a series of images that are vaguely scary, and it's not. It just doesn't feel like a real movie, which feels really special to me.
This is
Right.
this is only possible if you have the Sims Ball and Chain expansion.
Yeah. But it's also very bad.
Yeah.
I would say even with the deaths that are in it, my attention struggled with this film. Though the ending is so good, I cannot stress enough the fact that the movie simply repeats the opening scene and then just ends. It is amazing, but no, it is only one Chain Man. There's only one of them.
Here's we all have our own sort of subjective rating systems, and I don't know if we do half Chain
You
Men,
can do a half Chain Man.
because I'm thinking maybe 1.5 Chain Men, because for me, if it's one Chain Man, that's got to be a movie that bores me to tears, that's dog shit, that like I get no entertainment value from. And this one, it's got character.
That's true.
That's
yeah,
I
that's
can't
fair.
deny that.
Like, I would much rather watch this than like just a boring nothing action movie. Like what's a boring, like the Jaden Smith The Day the Earth Stood Still. I would much rather watch this movie than that one that had Keanu Reeves and Jaden. Nobody knows what I'm talking about because nobody saw the movie but me. It was
I
boring.
saw that movie, but I've forgotten every single thing that happens in it.
I know, and I really like the original. It's really good. So I would give that one. That one would get one Klaatu Barada Nikto, and this would get 1.5 Chain Men.
I don't know why that made me laugh so hard. I'm sorry that there's the sounds of boys tussling in the background. My two dogs have decided that here and now is the time to fight for some reason.
Isn't there an alien dude in that movie that's named like Glorp? Oh no, it's Gort. Never mind. Sorry.
He does say Klaatu Barata Nikta, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a lot of questions this week. Question from @HauntingTheMorgue on Twitter. Did anything happen in this movie? No. Did you?
Apparently yes. And
Apparently yes, but we just missed it.
Yeah, your mileage may vary.
Do you think it was all a dream? No, I wish this movie had been but a dream. I know this movie was a lot of millennial beyond they'd cell phones, but there's something about tech watching you that sucks. What are some good portrayals of tech paranoia that you have seen? I can't think of any. I feel like I know something, but I can't think of it.
I feel like all movies about tech paranoia are inherently cringe because they are movies, you know?
Yeah, it's hypocritical.
Yeah, they have to. I mean,
they think society should improve, but they participate in society.
Yeah, they make the movie Phone Booth with Colin Farrell, and they say, "Wouldn't it be scary to be in a phone booth?" But in fact, you're filming a man in there. So
I think one of the because I'm sure there is some maybe like a short science fiction story or something. But when something becomes a like mainstream popular like movie or TV show, you're not gonna get into the fucking nuances of it. It's gonna be like, this is the phone that kills you. So
God, I love Black Mirror.
yeah. Yeah.
no,
because
what if a stranger called?
Yeah, because Black Mirror tries to thread that needle, and like famously doesn't.
Well,
Famously.
Counterpoint. What about that one episode where the Prime Minister fucked a pig, and then that came true like 2 years later?
someone told me watch
true.
Black Mirror, and that's the first episode of the show. So
Yeah.
The first episode is that, but the second episode is Daniel Kaluuya dancing to NERD Rockstar.
okay, it picks up.
What if Jesse Plemons was Star Trek? Cool, awesome, pretty good.
@Ann_Gremlin wants to know. So Keith David was in this mess. Remember how he was also in Smiley? Who was doing this to Keith David? Did either of y'all see Smiley?
Absolutely not.
I have seen Smiley naturally.
I've seen Smiley multiple times. It's got Shane Dawson in it.
Yes.
Someone calls him Pedo Bear.
It's got Tibiscus in
It
it.
does have Tibiscus in it. It's a movie about a chat roulette demon that you summon by typing "I did it for the lulz" into Omegle.
That sounds funny.
3 times.
I think you guys should watch Smiley.
Can I bring the jocks in and hit everyone with the sports metaphor here?
Yeah, hit us with the sports.
Yes.
In baseball Hall of Fame considerations, there's you got 2 types of guys. One type of guy is called the peak guy, and this is the guy that like at the peak of his career, like you can't deny that he's a Hall of Famer. And then you have other kind of guys who are accumulators who never really had that like super MVP season, but were like really good for 20 years. Keith David is an accumulator. because everyone
Yes.
likes him because you go, oh, Keith David is in this. Like, I don't think
this movie's
I
adding
don't-
0.2 points to his Hall of Fame.
Yeah, exactly. To
push.
his to his Total War. Like, it's anything Keith David is in. No offense to Keith David, great actor, but he's never like, the main like hero guy. Like, he's the main character in this one, pretty much.
You're never hearing that Keith David is triumphant in this.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like Keith David is slightly above replacement level, but when Keith David's in something, you go, "Oh, Keith David's in this." Like,
Yeah.
like
It's
he's
the
not
same
a
reaction
he's not a draw himself, but when you see him, you're happy about it.
It's the same reaction
Yeah.
you have to Channing Tatum, Eddie. He's famous.
That's not Channing Tatum. That's Bane, Batman.
It's Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
Sorry.
Channing
the
Tatum's
same
dog shit.
guy.
He's nowhere near as famous as Tom Hardy.
Yeah, I've been trying to get Eddie to watch Jupiter Ascending for years. It's not happening.
Is Tom Hardy in it?
Nah, Channing
It's a
is.
shit tier movie. Don't even think about it.
Eddie Redmayne's in
I
that
think
one.
you definitely should watch that one too. I think there should be I think you should do a Jupiter Ascending Smiley back to back.
As far as
That'd be
I'm
really good.
concerned, the two most famous actors in the world are Tom Hardy and Jesse Williams. So
That's true. You do often mention that Jesse Williams is famous.
he's in Grey's Anatomy.
I've never seen Keith David before in my life. I've been afraid to admit it for the last 90 minutes.
You've heard him. You've definitely heard him.
I've heard him. I mean, I'm looking at his Wikipedia. I've seen the movie Barbershop in theater when I was child. So I've seen him. I played Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. So yes, I have heard him. But I've never seen the man.
At Matt
Until now.
At Matt GCN, Matt GameCube. Happy birthday, Matt.
Happy birthday, Matt.
What's a chain letter you actually remember receiving? What is the actual modern equivalent of a chain email, given no one uses email anymore? Modern equivalent of chain email is tweets. When you hit retweet, that is you passing on the chain letter to your followers. So if you don't retweet my post, that means that you are dooming me to die at the hands of some internet ghost.
Yeah. It's the Money Cat that we all reblog
Oh, it's
so that we get a double
How could I
paycheck.
forget Money Cat?
The opposite of a chain mail is Tuesday again, no problem. So
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
What is a chain letter you actually remember receiving? Because I like the thing I mentioned earlier about like the My Chemical Romance, Welcome to the Black Parade stuff about like if you don't post the story about little Jessie whose face exploded when she was just 12 years old,
Oh, stop. Spooky.
she'll explode her face in your bed at 3 a.m. this morning. Like that's drawn from real life of me not wanting to go on YouTube anymore.
I genuinely
I don't-
can't like think of one because I was immediately just like delete. Like epic.
I will never die.
Exactly. You think you checkmate, Christian?
Oh, you think you're gonna
Like,
replace my mattress with blood?
Yeah. Yeah. You say I'm going to be eating my dinner and my spoon will turn to blood. Let's see who's right at the end of this.
I'm going out on a limb here and being an old person, and my biggest thing with chain letters was not really like emails, but it was MySpace bulletins. That was where I saw 90% of them, where it was like a man did a car accident on a woman and she died, and then that night he felt something under the bed, and then there's like a nasty picture of like a nasty ghost girl under the bed, which image I still remember, and actually I went back today to make sure that I remembered it correctly, and I saw it and I said, ooh, it's scary.
Bert, can you link that image? I'm curious to see if it's one that I recognize.
Oh, I don't want to save it to my computer.
If he saves it, his computer's going to turn into blood. So
Just copy the link and paste the link.
All right, and we need the recording. So
yeah. Oh shit! My Ogg Vorbis turned into blood.
Okay, if you Google ghost under bed chainmail, it's the first image.
Okay,
Spooky.
let's Google that. Ghost under
It's from hoaxslayer.net.
from
Let's go.
hoaxslayer.net. Okay, well, the second image was an image that was in this movie.
Oh, hey, that is that one.
Literally, I just Googled the words ghost under bed chainmail, and the first one is a person sleeping in a very wide open room, and there's a ghost under the bed. And the second image is my phone telling me that it's time to do physical therapy. The second image is every chain has a link. Every link is a life. Break the chain, lose a life. Send this to 5 people, or death will come for you. And that's literally the exact same JPEG that was used in this movie.
Fantastic.
That spooky image is like a not insignificant part of why like I no longer have a bed frame, and like it's just sort of a mattress on the ground situation. Nice try, Tamara. Not this time. You lose,
Bye-bye.
honey. Better luck next time. Bye-bye.
At Love Small Song on Twitter wants to, whose display name is Haunted Transgender Gray Spirit Doll, which is just a good display name.
Terrific.
Who wants to know, got any games on your phone?
Let me see.
I mean, honestly,
what
I do,
games are
but-
y'all packing on your phone, Liddy?
So I haven't played any of them in a very long time. But so here's what I have in terms of games. Let me tab over to that section. So I have okay, I have Arknights and I have the My NBA 2K20 face app character maker.
Inside of you, there are two walls.
So I can hang out with Jesus and Miro in my video game.
Yeah, and that's it.
That's just a
That's
really.
pretty
That's just
good.
a
The New
really
York Times
good one,
crossword
too.
puzzle doesn't count as a game because it isn't fun. So
That's true.
I was going to say, well, I've got that.
I'm packing. I've got Hold Down, which is good. I've got You Must Build a Boat, Downwell, Words with Friends 2, which I have installed but have literally never used.
Oh my god, I've been playing Words with Friends. You should add me on Words with Friends. We should play Words with Friends.
I forgot I do buried deep away from the rest of my games. I do have Subterfuge on there.
Yeah, I still have mine too, and I look back and it hurts me sometimes.
I also have Ridiculous Fishing and Konami Pixel Puzzle Collection, which is just a fun little Picross game, which I really... It's free. I'm just... that's my recommendation this week, is Konami Pixel Puzzle Collection.
I have Ellen DeGeneres Heads Up video game that's fun for when you're in line at theme park and you need something to do. I also have 3 defunct trivia apps just in case they ever come back and give me like the $3.83 that I still have on there.
Remember when...
they would always be like, oh, it's once you get to $10, then Scott from HQ is going to give you money.
Remember the time Scott
But then they
from
say
H-
it's closed.
Remember that time Scott from HQ called Mayor Bloomberg a cuck?
Yeah, that was cool of him.
That was
Epic.
a really good time.
Epic Scott.
This question from @Mike Dawson on Twitter. Do you think the guy who wrote, produced, and directed this movie ever fell victim to one of those shock horror flash games and or cartoons? And if so, which one? This guy definitely got by the fucking the car driving through like the winding road in that like European
spooky.
glen, and like a big ghost shows up in the middle of it.
Oh, I was thinking it was
Yes.
going to be the classic maze one.
Yeah,
where it gets really
yeah, I was
I was
narrow
thinking
at
the
the
Maze
end.
as well, yes. That is the one that's frightened me as a small child.
Yeah, that one got me.
Yes. Not an easily scared child, but definitely sensitive to maze ghosts. Though I will say, as you were talking about like bed frames and stuff, I just had a memory that I think it was a Junie B. Jones book about monsters under your bed that I had not been afraid of such a thing until I read that book, which was supposed to assuage one's fears about such a thing existing. So I think children's literature is not good. I think it is harmful to society.
Yeah, no good.
Okay, so I think that's going to do it for questions. Now we get into recommendations. Do y'all got something to recommend this week on podcasting?
Yeah, I do. Can I go first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna recommend. It's a short video. It's posted on Twitter. It's an image. The image.
It's just a car driving down a street. Check it out.
Yeah. So what the thumbnail looks like is it's a cat and it's like really close to the camera. It's kind of like a fisheye lens type view.
Fisheye cat.
And then it's a short 12-second video where you click it and it plays a good hip hop song with the hook "One bad gloop and she do what I yoinky." I'll send it in. You can link it into the description.
One bad group and she do a yoinky. 2 big splurgs and a big ass gloopy. Need more yoinks than I buy me a smoothie. Word up a gloop, that's a gloop and a splurgy.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely editing that into this episode because I somehow miraculously managed to stop about one bad gloop and she do it a yoinky for the last hour and 23 minutes, but now it's all coming back, and get me a gloop and I call that a slurpee.
Yeah, shout out to Brooks for putting me on this one.
Yeah, it was 10 minutes before I recorded. I was like, check this new shit out. And it's like when you're a little baby child and you're in your living room and there's a big dish of peanut M&Ms and it's like, ooh, I'm just gonna have one handful, and then you eat it and it's delicious. But then you're like, well, fuck, there's a big bowl of M&Ms. I gotta go back there, and then it tastes good again and again and again forever. And that's what it's like tasting this delightful cat video.
Just gonna taste this one real quick. Again,
it's genuinely a try not to smile video for me. Like, it's you smile, you lose.
All I will say before going on to my recommendation is going to be poured up a gloop. That's a gloop and a splurgy, which is really just a deal if you think about it.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with this video, so I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah, I posted it in the chat, Blair, if you want to.
You're gonna love it.
If you want to take a look at that.
Cool.
Anything else to recommend
I will look at it
besides
after
the good
recording.
cat video, or is that just really all your mental real estate lately?
Yeah, it's pretty much this is all I've been doing for the past 24 hours, so gonna recommend everyone else do the same.
Mm-hmm.
Did you find a new spot you like?
Oh, it's funny. Big nose, funny.
Oh god, she's doing what I yoinky.
Yeah.
My recommendation this week is I'm gonna do two because I kind of thought that like, I was thinking about one, but then I thought maybe Eddie will bring that up. But anyways, I've been watching this anime called Jujutsu Kaisen. It's a new anime season. It's really good. It's like, hey, have you done Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood? What if Greedling was the main protagonist?
Oh, that does sound good.
And I've been enjoying it so far. It's good. I like it a lot. My other recommendation is going to be an album I've been listening to, which is Hell Like Heaven by the Peggies, which is like an all-girl J-rock band. They did the intro, they did the opening music for Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai, and the outro for Sara Zanmai, which are both two shows that I really love. They're great. I really recommend their discography, but really that album in particular. It's been just, I've been listening to it a lot this week. Blair.
Oh, yes. I guess my recommendation
were you entranced by One Bad
thing.
Gloop and she do it as yoinky?
No, I was just trying to think about if I should recommend this or not. It's good. The thing is, it's good, but it's also like the vibes are not good. So I've been basically only listening to Behind the Bastards because I like to hurt myself, I guess. And it doesn't. I don't know if it gives me like dopamine or serotonin or any of the good brain chemicals, but it's the only thing I want to be listening to at any given moment.
It's got Robert Evans on it, so that's at least like a small bit of serotonin.
Yeah, he's got great vibes.
Yeah, you hear him, and you look at him, and you're just like, oh, serotonin.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm very boring and like learning things. So if you're also very boring and like learning horrible, awful things, you should listen to Behind the Bastards. Recommendation done.
Okay. Brooks and Eddie, thank you so much for coming back on for Schlocktober Fear Baiting. It's always a blast having you guys on, and I really had a good time with this chain letter movie.
I like it.
Yeah, it was good. I know I only ranked it one Chain Man, but it was a good movie though.
Yes.
Yeah, listen, it's hard to get more than one
out of
Chain
one
Man.
Chain Man.
Exactly.
Like,
right.
the
That's,
thing
what
is,
else
like,
more can you ask for?
The manga Chainsaw Man, not even one Chain Man in it. So
exactly.
It's
So
really
what's
elusive.
better?
I'm trying to envision a movie that would be worth 4 out of 5 Chainmen, and just like my eyes are exploding at just the very thought. That would be so good. You would probably get to see the main character get ripped apart by like 8 cars.
Scary Movie 5?
Yes.
Has that happened
Holy
yet?
shit. What?
The what?
Scary Movie 5? Have we had that one yet?
It's not good because Anna Faris isn't in it anymore. They got Ashley Tisdale instead. Not good.
Not the same.
Oh, interesting though.
It is interesting. In the same way that this movie is interesting, I will say Scary Movie 5 is also interesting.
2013, huh?
I bet it's really, really good.
It's not the best Scary movie. But it is the worst.
Oh.
So on that note, do you guys have anything to plug?
Yes,
No,
that.
we're not doing shit.
Cool.
No. We're doing 5 grams of iron. It's almost over. That's next episode is our last one. It's about Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. We do Fun Point. That's about music. Everyone tells us to listen to Fall Out Boy every single week. That's pretty much how
We
that
usually
goes.
don't, but
we
sometimes
usually
we're
don't.
going
But the
to.
next one we are.
I am so excited. Like, I'm excited for the end of 5 Grams of Iron, but I'm also super excited to know what the project after 5 Grams of Iron is going to be. And
not to hype it up too much, but it's gonna be pretty fucking good.
And you can keep up with us generally, all of our shit at You Love to Hear It on
If you
Twitter.
want to see the One Bad Gloop and She Do What I Yonky video, go to @You Love to Hear It on Twitter.
your one-stop shop for that video for the next future.
Yeah,
just pin that tweet.
that's our pin tweet. Yeah.
Okay. Blair, where can people find you? I'll do the rest of the plugs.
It's really easy. You just go to Twitter and you search Blair Kitsch, and then I'm there, and then that's
hey, you're done.
I don't do anything either.
Great posts, by the way.
We are at Fearbaiting on Twitter and at Gmail and at Patreon. Patreon.com/fearbaiting supports the podcast. $1 a month gets the episode early. $5 a month, name on the podcast, and a message of your choosing. $10 a month, all that shit, and you get to make us watch a movie. Thank you very much to Mogu, Duck Aisha, Paul Moran, Kit Spindler, and Michael Kaiser. We love you all very much. If you want, thank you very much to Matt GameCube of the Noisepace.xyz for hosting this and other great podcasts. Go listen.
Thanks, Matt.
Thank you very much, Matt. Go listen to, I've recommended 0 to 0 like the last 4 times, but it's like still one of my favorite podcasts. So I'm still gonna say go listen to 0 to 0 if you haven't yet. Thank you very much to Seda for making the intro and outro music of Fearbaiting, and also did yet again another excellent Schlocktober theme. Really out of the park on this one. I can't wait to listen to it while I'm editing this episode. Oh, excuse me. If you want to find me, I'm on Twitter at Sunhatzhenya, SUNHATZHENYA. You can listen if you want to hear more of Blair and I talking. You can listen to us talk with Seda about Animorphs, which is the Wonder Years podcast, also on Noisepace.
Right.
I also do Henry Kissinger's Pokemon Going to Die, Not a Threat, Just a Fact, also on Noisepace, politics podcast. I think that's everything. So until Brooks and Eddie, again, thank you so much for coming on. And until next time, I'm Sarah.
I'm Blair, and remember, you guys can say it in tandem. I challenge you to.
All right, I'm gonna do a twist on this one, Brooks. Maybe we can mind meld.
Are you gonna say it in like a funny voice?
No, not in a normal voice, but I'm gonna make it topical.
I think I know what's gonna happen.
Okay. I'll also wait. Hang on. Let me also do it in a. Okay. Yeah. I'm ready.
All right. Okay. I'll count down 3, 2, 1, and then we'll both say it together at the same time. Okay.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
You
can put
yoink
a chain guy anywhere.
Gloop anywhere.
Great job.
I think this has been really, really successful, and I'm so proud of both of you.
Thank you.
Goodbye, everyone.
Thanks.
Good night, everyone. Remember to gloop your yoinky.